Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Kill Count, with the recount of Killer Clowns from Outer Space from 1988. So, yep, the Kyoto Brothers, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I actually do remember checking this film out when I was in college, or at least the kill count of it. So I guess with the new game finally out, or at least in early access, why not cover it? So yeah, the new game's, well, in early access, so it should be out in about 3 days, I think. I think it said June 4th or June 10th, I don't know. Well, if you guys want to check it out, go check it out. So, let's go check out the recount. Be sure to like Scott for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's go.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we
Hey,
tally
James,
up
how
the
you doing?
victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how
Yeah,
they
show
were
you how
made.
they were made.
I'm James A. Janice, and today we are once
there's a lot
again
of
looking
clowns.
at Killer Clowns,
Killer Clowns
from
from
Outer
Outer
Space,
Space.
released in 1988. Killer Clowns from Outer Space
What
is
can I say?
exactly
I don't
what
have
it
to say
sounds
it.
like. A schlocky 80s B movie about a small town invaded by aliens who look like clowns. Sometimes it's hard to define exactly what a B movie is, but there's no mistaking Killer Clowns for one.
True.
In fact, I'd say it's king of the bees, except for possibly the bees. What up, John Saxon? I first covered this
Killer
movie
bees.
on New
Never
Year's
thought I'd
Day
see it.
2018, back when I was but a lad. It's a classic
On
Kill
YouTube,
Count
anyway.
episode, and I'm happy so many people still love it. But I want to throw some respect on this film with an upgrade that shows more of the craft that went into making it. Also, the count itself could use some revising. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Killer Clowns is the brainchild of Stephen, Charles, and Edward Kyoto, three brothers
Yep,
whose
the
special
Kyoto
effects
brothers,
work
baby.
is the source of many a classic scene, like the kid scarring Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Sorry,
They
I
did
said-
stop motion for Elf,
Elf.
and a bunch of episodes of The Simpsons, and designed puppets and
That'd
animatronics for Ernest Scared Stupid and Team America World Police. They're the guys who created The Critters, which Zorn covered on the Kill Count last year. Stephen Kyoto directed and co-wrote the film with Charles Kyoto, and both of them
Oh, that's
co-produced alongside youngest brother Edward.
There's a lot of Kyotos that name
Pretty much.
was on there a
Kyoto
lot.
sandwich.
It was kind of funny. That was a big laugh for us.
They've been making short films with stop motion their entire lives, from middle school to college and beyond. But Killer Clowns is the
That's fun.
only feature film they've written and directed, and they did so with the help of their friends and family. That gives Killer Clowns an earnestness and a rough edge to its filmmaking that only adds to its charm and appeal. This movie
Yeah,
is a
whatever works,
great
right?
example of what you can pull off with a small budget but boundless creativity. While the brothers had near complete creative control over the movie, they only had a budget of $2 million. That's not a lot to make a prop-heavy science fiction film with a bunch of monsters, but they managed
or
to do
now.
it by
No
calling in
kidding.
favors
Good
from
luck.
people who enjoyed their work. The resulting
you know.
homemade-looking movie is such a mood, and I mean that in the best of ways. It's colorful
Nothing wrong
but
with
dark,
it.
cheap
Nice.
but impressive, and paced expertly with constant clown gags throughout. It never lets up on the
They got
fact
the
that these
experience
clowns
for
are
it. Nice.
clowns. They're clowning all over the place. It's great. The
Oh,
tone is
epidemic.
perfect, with wacky lines delivered in over-the-top ways, but at the same time completely straight. This movie knows exactly what it wants to be, and succeeds, thanks to both the effects and the cast, especially Grant Kramer as Mike. Dude is such a smart
Kramer, huh?
little guy. Sometimes it feels like he's almost making fun of us, the audience, with his line
For watching it? Yeah.
Hurry, hurry.
Hurry, hurry.
See the Circus Bizarro.
But what really sells the movie is the clowns. They're fantastic,
course.
both scary
Send
and
'em
funny
in,
at the
everybody.
same time. No wonder they've
Send
become
in
cult classic
the
characters, appearing at
clowns.
Halloween
That's
Horror
it.
Nights many times over, Spirit Halloween, and in an upcoming video game, which Chelsea
Which
and I
should be out
will
now.
definitely stream when
If
it
you
comes
got
out
the
on
early
June
access.
4th. So be sure to subscribe to Dead Meat Presents for that. I love Killer Clowns, and I know many of you do too. I can't wait to take another look at it. How many kills will come one, come all at this? Oh, hey Zoran!
Zoran,
hey,
what are you
bud.
doing?
You're back. Are you trying to steal from the kill count set?
What? Oh,
You leave
no,
Chucky
it's
alone, bro. Come
misunderstanding. See, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Father's Day is coming up. I'm a father now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And you've been
Hey,
super
it's-
busy
yeah, having a
with
kid.
travels, everything
go,
that's
man.
going on. I just figured I would take your gift for me myself.
Zoran, you know
That's
that
not how
Father's
that
Day doesn't
works.
mean I get a gift for every dad I know, right? I just get them for dads in the family.
Oh, but James. We've been together so long. You are family.
Well, that's very sweet.
Give me presents.
Does that even work?
I guess with today's sponsor, Manscaped, anyone can get a great deal on the perfect gifts for dads everywhere.
Yes,
Bad
James, I
time
know
for
I
this
have
one.
a
I was
lawnmower
on- should've waited a
5.0. I
week.
use it all the time on various.
Yeah, but shut the fuck up, because they have way more than
Ouch.
just the lawnmower. Like the Handyman Compact Face Shaver, which is equipped with a foil shaver and a long hair leveler blade to help dads cut through up to 3 days of growth.
Well, that would keep my new dad stash in peak condition.
Exactly. And with a waterproof design and rechargeable battery with indicator light when it gets low, it's a breeze to keep the razor clean and ready to go for every trim. Plus, there's the Weed Whacker 2.0 to help dads tackle all those unwanted ear and nose hairs. That'd be great for you.
Hey,
What?
And of course, there's also the beard hedger for trimming and the shears 3.0 for nail grooming.
That's all great. I love it all. But what am I getting?
Well, you and all our viewers are getting 20% off plus free international
He's like,
shipping.
hey.
But I'm a dad.
I know, man. You did that.
I did.
Me too. It's the same thing.
Does it?
Yes, it is.
Just
Yeah,
head
you
over
have
to
the cat, so it makes
manscaped.com and
sense.
use promo code
Just pop-
KILLCOUNT20 at checkout. How many kills will come
Oh,
one,
come
come
on,
all
come
for the
on.
3-ring recount? Let's find
Let's go
out
find
and
out.
get to them.
I'm actually kind of curious now, since, remember, this is a recount, so definitely changing up the style from it. So I'm guessing those cocoons are finally getting counted, so that's with that big old room. You think about it. He's done long takes before with Hellraiser, The Purge. You know he's done with a lot more. Think about it. So, let's get this show on the road and get the killer clowns from outer space. Let's begin the count.
The movie begins with the world's greatest title song.
Tarka! It's a good bop, I gotta say.
This iconic theme, performed by the Dickies,
Dickies.
was written by frontman Leonard Phillips, based solely on the film pitch their label was given by the movie's
Really?
music supervisor. It's a quiet night in the
Bonk.
college town of Crescent Cove, California. Probably because everyone's at the top
what's
of the
the-
world, a makeout spot for
wonder what
young
the
lovers
university-
like Mike Tobacco and Debbie Stone. Unfortunately for all the hot lips here, they're about to get cooled down by a couple of dirty ice cream men.
We'll give you the stick, you give it a lick.
These bozos are Rich and Paul Terenzi, Mike's best friends from school. Their popularity does not extend to the other kids. After they leave, Mike and
Bad
Debbie
timing,
get
bro.
back to their inflatable
Bye-bye.
flirting, but they'd better be careful. Don't want Jason popping
Future.
in and making them sound like this. Actually, maybe Mike does want to make Debbie sound like that. But as soon as she sees a shooting star,
Nope.
she'd rather go find where it
Woo.
landed. Sorry, dude. I know you're trying to get with her,
Womp
but
womp.
just go with it.
Astrology
Sounds
time.
like she's getting turned on by this.
Come on, you can find it, Mr. Adventure.
Mr. Adventurer likes shirt. Hello.
Let's
Fire
go.
in the sky also catches the eye.
the
of
top of the
Farmer
HUD,
Gene
too,
Green.
just
He and
the-
his good boy Pooh investigate and find a circus tent in the woods. That gets the farmer
Ooh,
freaking
man,
pumped. He
love
loves
the
the circus.
I love the circus.
See, I told ya! Actor Royal Dano is a bit of a showman himself,
Woo-woo.
having provided the voice of Abe Lincoln at Disney's Hall of Presidents. Green pokes around for a ticket booth, not noticing the red-nosed Ferratu inside. Oh shit, is that Clownimal Patrol? Cause he's netting poo! Or maybe it's a flushing toilet.
Poor Pooch.
That poo be gone. The dog napping makes Farmer mad. Urgh, Farmer smash! Farmer rage!
How dare this thing apart with my bare hands?
But bare hands still conduct electricity. Mean Gene Green
Ouch!
Tomato gets fried and thrown to the ground. He encounters the movie's first killer clown named Jumbo, who scores the first killer clown kill
hi.
with a ray gun that makes the poor farmer sound like this. Mike and Debbie arrive later, still hot to explore, but the sight of a mystery circus tent flies her
have
right up. Mike, on the other hand,
Yeah,
is
that's
super
not much.
jazzed now. He loves a good free wood circus.
Guys, this place great or what?
Yeah, dude.
Or
I
what?
love flatly painted
What
walls
is
and
this?
dim lighting. They do find some cool shit though, like these beep boopers. Good work, Mike. I'd be pressing that shit too. Even more impressive is when they end up on the far side of a map painting. This so-called power chamber is a reference to the Krell chamber from Forbidden Planet. It tips Deb off that this ain't no
We're in the
circus.
spaceship.
This ain't no carnival. This ain't no theater, neither. Welcome,
Welcome.
to a spaceship, motherfucker. She's pretty
Had to do it.
concerned about that. Mike's more blasé.
I've never seen anything like this before. Have you?
No.
There are certain lines that
No.
Chelsea and I quote all the time to each other. Like Homer Simpson's, "No, it doesn't."
It smells funny in there.
Mike's, "No," is one
No,
of
it
those
doesn't.
lines.
I've never seen anything like this before. Have you?
No.
Seriously, man, do you even know
Just
how
the
much
line
of a little
delivery.
asshole you sound like?
No.
Further evidence that
Fair
they're
enough.
inside a UFO right now is a storage
Ow.
room full of cotton candy cocoons. Mike's optimism
And
melts
popcorn
away
in the
like
background.
sugar in your mouth when he discovers
Ah!
the red face of Gene Green. They hide from a clown named Rudy who walks
jeez.
in as Mike recognizes another victim, his friend Joe Lombardo, who I'll go ahead and put on the count.
Bye, Joe.
Since these cotton candy cocoons have corpses inside, I will also add the 11 other cotton candy coffins we see. That's right, we're counting cocoons this time, baby. Nothing
Oh, boy.
could go wrong. Mike and Deb manage to get
we'll go
away,
mad.
not before Rudy hits him with a fistful of popcorn.
Popcorn? Why? Popcorn?
Because the
clowns, that's
That's
why.
why.
That's gonna do a lot of
it.
explaining in this movie. Like these tracking balloon dogs.
Balloon dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Balloon dog.
Just skedaddle along after it, whatever it is.
Okay.
The popcorn gun was the most
They actually
expensive prop made for the
stock like
film,
that?
costing $7,000 and taking 6 weeks to build. And it only ended up working for the one shot. Other clown guns were much cheaper,
Oops.
made out of $10 Super Soakers from Toys R Us.
Clowns are us.
No, Toys
No.
R Us. Keep up,
Toys,
Mike.
not clowns. Stop it.
The balloon dogs,
Shut up.
meanwhile, cost as much as a balloon. But
Balloon.
they did
Easy
need to
enough.
coat the legs in latex to prevent it from being popped by pine needles on the ground. Mike and Deb haul ass and peel out, bouncing clowns left and right off their windshield as they flee. But that won't stop them for long. They on that Mikey My routine. We're only 20 minutes
The
in,
Undertaker
and the clowns
style.
are
Surprised they had to
already
make that
waddling their
reference.
dumpy asses
Oh.
to town, accompanied by more bitchin' music. The
God
music in
bless the
Killer
techno style
Klowns
of
is
it
a
all.
crucial ingredient to its awesomeness. It was done by John
True.
Massari, who beat out dozens
Thanks,
of
John.
other potential composers with a demo score set to the scene where Mike and Debbie first flee the spaceship. Massari continues to champion the
Thanks,
movie to
Massari.
this day, composing music for the upcoming video game and
Nice.
putting on live concerts of the film. We covered the one
have
they
fun,
did
Massari.
way back in 2018, which is where we met Zoran for the first time ever.
Huh.
So you can thank
Cool.
and or blame John Massari for this guy.
Most of
Depends
you
on
blame
that.
him.
Mike and Deb had to
Blame him. I guess they. What? I mean, someone's a cool guy. I mean, then again, my personal taste. So, nothing wrong with it. Just the fact he was like, and most of you blame him. Man, you gotta love the horror connections sometimes, don't you? Oh yeah, and social mediocrity. You know, someone's little music videos. Don't forget that. Anywho, I guess they finally arrived to get some help.
to the police station, hoping to enlist the help of Crescent Cove's finest. Unfortunately, that includes Sergeant Curtis Mooney, who's got a bone to pick with his natural enemies,
you, Mooney.
teenagers. He's not above police brutality or pulling an
Oh,
Elon
ow.
Musk and implying people are pedophiles.
What's the matter, Dave? You got a thing for these little boys?
His more by-the-books deputy is Dave Hansen, an absolute hunk who's not afraid to be a righteous ball of rage. Hottie Hot Dave is an ex-boyfriend
that
of Debbie's.
Mooney
and is
deserves a
none
punch
too
to the
pleased
head.
to meet her new boy toy Mike, or hear about their kooky clown kink. He starts to take him seriously when they say that people are dead. Mooney remains more skeptical.
Killer clowns from outer space. Holy shit.
Dave's willing to check
Can't
things
blame
out,
him.
but
I'd
it
probably
makes
be
him a third
thinking,
wheel.
yep, that's crazy.
Anymore. It doesn't change the way I feel about you, little Debbie.
Wait, did he just
Little
call her
Debbie? What?
Little Debbie.
Aw,
Ew.
she is widow
What are
Snappy.
you, Elvis Presley?
Dave thinks Clown
Hey, I
Town
don't
is
care
no
about you,
place
little
for a
Debbie.
lady,
Oh.
so he forces Deb to stay at home. And he forces
say,
Mike
that's
to
what it
still
sounds
lie in the
like.
back. What a power play,
Womp
dude.
womp.
He stays passive-aggressive like that for a while.
Hey, it's got nothing to do with you, really. It's me.
Uh-huh.
It's obvious
you.
she goes for laughs, not stability.
While the boys go to the crash site, the clowns arrive for some vaudevillainous shenanigans. A schmuck who
Puppet
looks
show.
like a proto-Culkin stops to watch a parkside puppet show in a gazebo. He thinks it's bullshit until it breaks out the special effects.
Ooh.
Then he's in love with the punched-up Punch and Judy show. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't like it again. Because Spiky the Clown emerges to
Incoming.
take an encore, and him as a captive audience. Too bad your mascot sound. Rudy gets into monkey business, aping an animatronic. Not bad, clown, but can you sing hot, hot, hot? He follows two girls
Don't
inside
think
a
so.
pharmacy, and the next time we see them, Rudy's turned them into cotton candy
Oh,
flippers.
hi, girls.
The pharmacist, Mr. Myers, has a serious clown problem here, and
ow.
the clowns have a serious coke problem. Elsewhere, Bibble the Clown has started working for Postmates.
Oh, pizza.
What the hell, lady? Who reacts that way to pizza? I think you
I love a
deserve
pizza.
it when
Oh.
Shorty the Clown pops out with his
Ah,
cotton
shout,
candy
Shorty.
gun hot and
Bye-bye,
ready for you.
pizza lady.
Another clown named Fatso pulls a similar gag with a violent valogram. We don't actually see him cocoon this lady, but that grimace tells me he's not in a merciful mood. The pizza bit
does she
actually
do?
took dozens of takes because little things kept messing up. First, they had to pop the clown head up on a rod through the pizza boxes. Then a puppeteer had to stick his arm through the boxes and aim the gun correctly.
A simple gag like that took hours to do. If one of 20 elements, if just one of them wasn't working, you're screwed.
It's that kind of dedication that makes this movie special.
Could we have made a simpler picture? Yeah, you know, but it
But
wouldn't
where's the
have
fun
come
in
from
that?
outer space.
The vignettes continue as Shorty rides his trike up to the no butt, no putt game. That's what it says on the wall. Makes sense too. You need a butt to putt. One mullet-headed
Oh,
meaty
butt, oh,
decides
butt.
to stop his
Wow.
ride, so Shorty bounces back onto the scene with a pair of boxing gloves.
And the line, what you gotta do? Knock my block off.
oh shit! Shorty
Yep, he
Jason
did.
takes his man head off like a rock'em sock'em psycho, which turned
Jesus.
one dude into Ron Simmons.
Damn!
Damn indeed.
Indeed.
One of my favorite things
I gotta love the delivery of that kill. Like, as soon as he says, "What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?" Shorty just punches in him and just the head's gone off. Like, I bet if Shorty could talk, be like, "Yes." I don't know. I imagine like, if they could talk, he would have done that, you know? Jeez. You gotta love it. You gotta fun. It's kind of funny in a way. Anyway, move along.
Things about the clowns is that they're funny, but they're straight up evil too. They have no compassion for anyone. I mean, this one named Jumbo tries to brain a little girl with a mallet. Her mom interjects before it happens, though.
Thank God.
That makes Jumbo mad. The Kyotos had a lot of experience with animatronics and puppetry thanks to their work in Critters. For Killer Klowns, though, they opted to focus on production duties. While they designed the clowns, these nightmare-inducing animatronic suits were built by mechanical advisor Dwight Roberts. These so-called hero animatronic heads used for close-ups were cable-controlled and needed to be carefully directed.
Right there's your mark. Now open his mouth and smile.
When full body shots were needed, like when the clowns are walking around, simpler heads were worn by the performers that had more limited remote-controlled movement in the eyes and eyelids. Mike and Dave get to the crash site only to find the circus has pulled a disappearing act. Dave straight up arrests Mike for the crime of wasting his time, but reconsiders when they find the top of the world a hilltop homicide scene. Extra sticky. Amidst the cotton candy webs, they find a pair of specs belonging to Bob McReed, a youth played by a young Christopher Titus. We saw him during the opening credits, making Moody Moody and drinking brand beer. It's liquid bread. It's good for you. The discovery of Bob's glasses is enough for Mike to verify the kill for us.
They got him. He's dead.
He's dead.
Back at the police station, the phones are ringing off the hook, but Moody's never met a clown call he couldn't drink away. He thinks this is a town-wide conspiracy, with everyone joining in on a Terenzi Brothers prank. Come on, man. People don't even like those guys. He gets a call from the pharmacist complaining about a Fresh Prince clown. Mooney hears the guy start screaming through the phone.
This is the story all about how a clown and got dead.
The clown chaos continues as a guy named Joe finds himself in a John Wayne racy with a clown named Slim. And it looks like he's driving nothing at all. It took about 3 hours to get this effect ready, which involved connecting headlights to the clown performer's feet and sewing his costume over the top of the rig he rode, which was attached to the bottom of the car. They wired it so the clown performer could control the rig's movements front to back and side to side simply by moving his wrists.
Oh, that's incredible. That's great.
Yeah, that's
Slim's clown car runs Joe off a nearby bridge. It crashes onto the ground and Joe meets a lightly toasted death. The car was supposed to fly much further during this stunt. The cable pulling it snapped at the last minute.
Action.
Here we go. Wow, that's slow.
No.
Oh.
The Kyotos are still unhappy about the way it turned out.
Like a runny nose. It just dribbled over the cliff.
Whatever, guys. He drove a real-ass car off the bridge. I'm always gonna pop for that. And the punchline still works for Slim, too.
Oh, there we go.
At home, Debbie's trying to shower off all the popcorn she's got on her. We get a little PG-13, but the ratings board pans the camera away to a creeping colonel on the ground. Its pop secret won't be revealed just yet, but we do get more popcorn play popping off elsewhere. Jumbo disperses some in a dumpster outside of a fast food restaurant called Big Top Burger. A Big Top worker who's also maybe gets pulled in while taking out the trash. He becomes a midnight munchie for the trash monster. That is one jacked up Jack in the Box. A group of people waiting at a bus stop get a visit from Slim and his Shady Shadow puppet show. Wow, so patriotic. These shapes are quite impressive for a guy who only has 4 digits. But this sinister Simpson's got something else on his mind. A motherfucking dinosaur! Mike and Dave drive by just in time to see Slim shadow ban the bus stop group to his bag of popcorn. Man, that took a Jurassic dark turn. Mike commandeers the police car to make a citizen's arrest, but Slim just hippity hops out of the way.
He's gone.
Yep,
He went straight up.
Dave radios Mooney for reinforcements, but the paranoid policeman still ain't having it.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Over.
He must still be traumatized from his time dealing with those Faber College clowns. With Mooney Looney, Mike and Dave decide to banana split up after they spot the Terenzi brothers and their runaway ice cream truck. Dave drives to the station while Mike asks his friends to help him warn the town about the alien invasion. The brothers Terenzi don't buy his story, but Mike gets them on board after saying they need to swing by Debbie's place.
She's got 2 beautiful roommates with big boobs.
A lot of the characters in Killer Klowns were based on and named after friends of the Kyoto brothers in real life.
The cast of characters really are people that we knew. I mean, Terenzi brothers are very good friends of mine, and we always had fun adventures with them, doing stupid things as kids.
And Mike Tobacco was always a ladies' man as well.
Mike's actor Grant Kramer took the
Sounds
character and ran with it, coming up with some of his dialogue himself. Kramer's a two-time kill count veteran, thanks to New Year's Evil
is he?
and Willy's Wonderland, which he also helped produce. Mooney's reading about guns when Jumbo toddles into the station and pulls a classic clown gag to rain on his parade. Ew, why's that water kind of milky? Jumbo keeps the police station pantomime going, whoop, 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 while Mooney jumps straight to the brutality again. Jesus, can we get a body cam on this guy? Mooney sticks Jumbo in a
I'm
cell.
surprised
The
he-
clown
he
unfurls a where's
so
Worthy and
fired
Noisemaker
after this.
that grabs Mooney by the throat and slams him against the bars. Or at least will
Barely.
pretend. He's clearly a
Poor
few
camera
inches
angle.
away.
Ow.
What are you in for?
Clown stuff.
stuff.
Dave arrives to find the station empty, save for some footprints, which he follows like this were Boys in Blues Clues. He discovers the bodies of Jumbo's 2 cellmates, who have been issued a saccharine death sentence they
Yikes.
never deserved. He also comes across
Look,
this
uh-oh.
absolute nightmare. A dead silent Sergeant Mooney turned into a puppet, and a fate foreshadowed by an earlier line.
Make a dummy out of yourself. But you're not gonna make a dummy out of me.
It's a genuinely
Well, now you
disturbing
are.
sight, and the scariest part of the film, especially when Jumbo Dunham starts talking.
Don't worry, Dave.
Just so we can kill you.
All we want to do is kill you.
Yeesh, no thank you. Dave opens fire, which doesn't do anything until he shoots Jumbo right in his big stupid clown nose.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt your little feelings? Just Wonder Woman your way out of there, clown. Good job, Dave. To achieve the spinning
Bye,
lights
Jumbo.
on the walls during this effect, they built a rotating pillar of mirror shards that reflected light around the room. Kinda looks like
I think
something
I
out
actually
of
see him in
Hellraiser.
this
Dave finally
spec, too.
manages to call for backup on the radio. And they're gonna need it, since Mike and the Terenzis just came across a whole ass clown parade. The first time I covered this movie, I thought that this scene was a nightmare to count. That was before the
Yeah, there's
first
worse.
series. Now, it's easy to see that the clowns have already claimed 13 victims here.
Yeah.
One tossed from a window and added to a pile of 5. One being carried by a clown named Tall.
there,
3
7.
more we see in a separate pile. And 3
9,
littered
10,
on the street
11,
being hoovered
12.
into this freaky float. One guy almost survives by hiding under a car, but when he tries to run, he doesn't make it.
They got him.
Bye-bye.
He's dead.
He's dead.
This giant vacuum machine was just a pickup truck with decorated panels attached to it. It reminds me of when I turned my old Topaz into a tank back in like 2006 for my first ever online series, Battlefield 2 in real life.
Hi, I'm James A. Janice.
Oh man, the shit my friends and I would do in high school. I'm glad I made it
That
out
sounds
to the other
alright.
side. The Terenzis get the fuck out of Dodge and head to Debbie's, whose popcorn
I'm surprised
problems
the
are
clowns
really
didn't
heating
notice
up.
them.
She finishes her 2-act long shower and discovers those kernels have grown into clown
Whoa!
bitch babies. The Jack and the Bastards try to take a
Okay,
bite
how'd
out
you
of
get
her,
in there?
but she aerosols them out of there and gives another 2 a little kick. A ghoulie clown almost gets her, but she puts her shower head to its 3rd good use and buys enough time to get away. Alas, she
Nice.
still gets
Uh-oh.
cornered by Slim, and she just can't kick those leg warmers hard enough. They turn her into Balloon Girl, a perfect match for Jake Gyllenhaal, and a fate that was hinted at earlier on the phone.
They took your wife away in a balloon? Well, you don't need a police pal, you need a psychiatrist.
They used a real
Yikes.
basic trick when people were turned into cocoons or captured in balloons. It was simply a matter of the clown
Yo,
performers
just
freezing in place, the actor stepping out of frame, and the
Stop,
prop
and
being
boom.
brought in and put in their place. The footage in the middle was
Easy
removed
enough.
by visual effects artist Gene Warren Jr. of Fantasy
Thanks,
2,
Gene.
whose work we just saw in The Terminator.
Terminator.
He did plenty of other zappy effects too, like the rotoscoped ray gun beams and the spinny tornado effect when the clowns are killed.
yeah, see?
He
You
also
see the
handled the
stars.
composite
Oh.
shots when real footage was combined with matte paintings. Mike and the Terenzis see Debbie getting taken away,
Uh-oh.
so they follow in
After him.
full pursuit. Dave spots them and joins the chase, but an ill-timed brake check causes bumper-to-bumper car damage.
Oops.
Dave grabs a shotgun
Sorry,
and
come on,
hops in
get
the
in.
ice cream truck as they head to the Boardwalk Carnival,
Up to the
beloved
pier.
by clowns and
Let's go.
vampires.
All right.
And Terenzis. The Crescent Cove Carnival
Alright.
was played by the Santa Cruz Boardwalk, the same location
Oh,
used
Santa
in The
Cruz.
Lost Boys and Jordan Peele's Us. The rest of Crescent Cove was
A lot of
mostly
times Santa
played by
Cruz,
the
huh?
nearby city of Watsonville. Outside the carnival's funhouse, a security guard
security
sees
guard
an
with the
insane
Sammy.
clown posse roll up. Aw, don't send in the clowns. They always bring
Too
me
late.
down.
We're already
to
in.
achieve this clown carpool, they parked it over a false floor on a loading dock, which the clowns climbed through before exiting the vehicle. The clowns
it's a
are
ladder
here to
then
spoil
walk
this
through?
guy's lunch
Or how's
break
it work?
with dessert.
What are you going to do with those pies, boys?
Clown stuff.
stuff.
Pie until he dies, reducing him to a
Bye,
gloomy
guard.
mess of cream and blood.
Melted.
Yeah, go ahead and put a cherry
Yikes.
on top, shorty. It still looks like
One big pile of shit.
the security
Thank you,
guard
buddy.
was meant to be a cameo for comedian Soupy Sales, who was famous
Sals,
for taking
huh?
pies
Oof.
to the face. But I guess the executive producers didn't know who he was and didn't want to pay to fly him out. The boys arrive
Ouch.
shortly after and follow the clowns inside.
didn't
for a
accidentally run
funhouse
him over.
final set
Oops.
piece. They walk through a smoky warehouse where roadside stops store their signs. The Terenzis just can't help booping stuff here. But again, man, I totally
Hey!
understand.
Yo!
Touch me, okay? This place is probably booby trapped.
More like boopy trapped, because the bros boop down a Scooby-Doo trap door and land in a
Uh-oh.
McDonald's play place. There, they find a surprise waiting for them.
Are you Debbie's roommates?
Oh, maybe it is
Maybe they
booby
were
trapped.
She's got 2 beautiful roommates with big boobs.
Mike realizes they're
ones
in the
too.
same circus tent he and Debbie found. It's just been moved to the boardwalk. He heads to the storage room where they find,
Whoa! Count them all and take out the 13 we had already? Or 15?
Oh, well, it looks like it goes 2 rows deep. Nope, no, it goes further back.
Editor Josh!
Mike, where
What
are you
up?
now, dude? I don't know what to count here. Can someone please make me a diagram? Writer Tim.
Tim, thank you.
Oh, yeah, he is. Thanks to Tim's
That worked.
meticulous counting in these screenshots, we'll add 158 cocoons to the count.
Man,
And no,
58.
we're not double counting the 13 we added earlier. We're professionals.
Oh, yeah,
here.
true,
Don't
true.
worry. Mike and Dave try to double check Tim's work, but they're interrupted by a honking big boy named
Uh-oh.
Chubby. The two hide and watch as Chubby picks out a cocoon that's nice and ripe, according to his touch, sniff, and sound. He pulls out the ultimate crazy straw to reveal what these clowns have been up to. They're turning people into
Getting into
grenadines
food.
for their ice cream treats. After the sweet
Or
tooth
just for a
leaves, the
drink.
pair finds Debbie in her balloon Bastille. Dave frees her with dubious firearm safety. Finally, Deb's back in the
Couldn't they
game.
use the
Dave wants
badge
to
or
free
something?
more
It was right
people,
there.
but they send in the clowns to disrupt their plans. Their escape is
Yikes.
hampered by carnival hijinks, with Beetlejuice worms and a fun-sized Sarlacc.
Yikes!
Dave manages to kill Chubby and another clown with his shooting gallery skills. Someone
shot.
get this man an oversized plushie. He runs out of ammo,
They
forcing
didn't got a
Mike
sniper
to
rifle?
Monty Hall an escape route.
Another door. Another door. Come on,
Oh, yeah,
Mike.
man.
Another door. Another door.
You know, this would probably
Yeah,
go a
man.
lot faster if you didn't announce
Don't announce
every
it. Come
time,
on,
Mike.
go, go,
Ever think
go.
about that?
No.
The trio is surrounded inside a final boss arena, but they're saved by a Deus Ex ice cream machine.
I am the great and powerful JoJo. I command you to stop. Do not hurt them. Let them go.
The ploy works at
That works.
first, but then the clown starts scurrying off to make room for the main event. He's a-comin'. Who's a-comin'? JoJo's a-comin'.
a-comin'.
The clown of the show. JoJo, the actual clown.
I wonder if that's a reference to something.
He don't
The
take too
clown
kindly
of
to
the show.
identity theft. Mike, Dave, and Debbie manage
run!
to get away, but JoJo gives the Terenzi
Wait, is
brothers
that
a
the
good
same name
milkshake
as that?
before bringing the boom to the yard. The Kyotos
Nice.
originally planned for JoJo to be stop motion, but instead opted for the Power Rangers method and stuck Charles Kyoto in a rubber suit.
You gotta do it, you gotta come up and then wham, like put your shoulders back so it'll look.
They personally built all the miniature sets used for this sequence, which had to be filmed at a super high frame rate for technical reasons I still don't fully understand.
What I want to say to the fans, it's very important to study your math in school because mathematics comes into this, calculating all those frame rates and stuff.
Dave opts to stay behind
Okay.
to heroically sacrifice himself and distract JoJo while Debbie and Mike make a break for it. Police backup finally arrives and meets them outside as the big top starts spinning up, up, and away. JoJo grabs a hold of Dave, but the officer pops that big boy's nose with his police badge, adding the clown kaiju
Chuck.
to the
Oh,
kill count.
incoming.
The resulting explosion destroys the whole spaceship, so I'll add the 19 clowns still on board to the count as
Why
well.
not?
We saw
So
a
about
17 during the
227 now.
Clownzilla scene, and we can't forget Debbie's roommates either.
Big boobs.
I'll also add 7 human captives to the count now, assuming all the balloons we saw
Sorry,
on board
guys.
had people in them. And those were separate from the cocoons. The explosion drops a clown car from the sky, and Mike and Deb don't need to cry, because turns out Dave
Hey!
survived.
Woohoo, David!
That's right.
You made it.
Dave was originally meant to die in the explosion, but test audiences wanted a more upbeat ending, so it's happy reunions all around.
Yahoo!
That includes the
Hey,
Terenzi
the
brothers too.
Terenzis.
They also crystal
Wait, didn't
skulled
you blow
that
up?
shit. Dave completes his
The hell?
story arc of an aggressive ex who became a decent, understanding guy, and maybe even worked his way into a throuple. I mean, he do be rubbing Deb's shoulders then. Mike don't seem to mind.
Sounds
one
like he's
bit.
into
the
it,
movie
though.
ends with them thinking about cream pies before getting
Oh,
cream
there we go.
pie. I'm sorry.
No.
How many victims fit inside the killer
Oh, they
clown's
were the
car of
acidic
kills?
pies.
Let's find out and
Go
get to
on,
the numbers.
get the numbers. What?
Where'd Shorty
Junior?
go?
Jordy? Oh. Hey, Jordy, how you doing?
What are you here to do?
Knock my block off.
Yes.
Damn.
We counted 234 kills in Killer Clowns from Outer
Mostly
Space.
counting
Way
candy
more than I
cocoons.
did the first time,
Damn.
thanks to Tim. Yay, Tim! The victims
you.
consisted of 16 male humans, 6 female humans, 21 male
Six.
clowns,
21.
2 female clowns, and a whopping 189 unknown cocoon and balloon victims. That gives
Yep,
us this pie
189.
chart that probably tastes like cotton candy. Or popcorn. Or
depends on how you
yeah.
want to eat it.
With a runtime
Yeah.
of 88 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 22.56 seconds. I'll give the golden
Damn.
chainsaw for coolest
That's a
kill
lot of
to the
kills.
biker. It's an iconic kill that works as a
Bonk,
hilarious
bonk,
punch,
bonk.
literally. Also doesn't hurt proof that it cleans up after itself. Dull Machete for Lamest Kill will go to the 158 cocoon victims, since I had to pay for Tim's time to count them all. But he did great. Thanks, Tim. And that's it. Killer Klowns from Outer Space was released in 1988, but thanks to a botched release, it completely bombed at the box office. Seriously, it only made like $80,000. That is a disaster. Thankfully, it found love on home video and has since gotten the recognition it deserves. If they ever make a sequel, I'll cover it right away. But until then,
I'm not sure that's even in the plans.
This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill
Who's
Count.
next?
Hi, kids. Do you like toys?
Wait, Funky?
Are you sick of Furby knockoffs that are rude and crude? Have you recently lost both your parents in a tragic snowplow accident?
Yes.
Great,
Oh.
because we've got the perfect
Megan.
robotic companion for you. And her name is
Model 3 generative android.
But you
Or you can just call her
Megan.
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 But 3 gun.
Megan is the most
Charles?
advanced toy on the market.
The hell?
Is that so?
Yes.
What was that from?
She's designed to put up with your child's crap so you don't
My
have
3
to.
again.
Seriously, flush the toilet.
She's the perfect friend who always tells the best stories.
Allow me to tell you a little bit about my waffle. I was born in a sandwich hat and I wolfed many cabbages.
And best of all, if anyone ever hurts your child, she will straight up rip their ear off and chase them down like she's a rabid little werewolf girl.
Crazy. It's insane, right?
So this week, make sure to watch
boy.
Megan,
Look out.
because you better believe she'll be watching you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Then on Friday, dance
And
your way
probably
upwards
dance
to
it away
Kill
into the
Count, only on Dead Meat.
I want you all to remember this moment. The moment we kicked Hasbro right in the dick.
Megan, currently be
Wow. 3 again. Nice. I guess Chucky wasn't fond of this one, considering what we just saw there, the M3 game. Jeez. You gotta love it. Anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Adios.